Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that. Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
See, when you're in top shape, you give a straight 400, 500 straight punches, and only got a trip.
I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. You're not in the position that I'm in to even be on the same level of me.
To pick utterly hypothetical fights that are never going to take place except somewhere in your mind.
Of the money issue, that was their cash cow, and
but hell, you could have been their cash cow.
Listen, they don't think like that.
Floyd Mayweather's an all-time great. Terrence Crawford, I think, will turn out to be an all-time great.
To pass the torch. Nobody passed the torch to Terrence Crawford.
You took it.
Right.
Terrence Crawford commands immense influence not with loud words, but with quiet confidence and sharp opinions. During a live broadcast, he made his intentions chillingly clear.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Who's beating me?
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore.
I'm not worried about all that, my man. Floyd is undefeated. Nobody can beat me. You already know that, man.
Is Floyd better than you?
Something like God love, man. I said, this.
You were. Hold on. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Javante did.
You knew I was going
Not that.
Okay, that's a no. That's a no. Floyd's not better than you.
This wasn't just a shout out, it was a vow. After defeating a series of champions, Crawford has shown he's ready for a defining super fight, not one of Mayweather's flashy exhibitions. In his view, the debate is settled.
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Oh, why would you think that I would say Floyd? That's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah. They pay you a lot of money probably for taking the risk. And some older fighters want to test themselves and see if they still got it. And it's a business. Everybody know what we doing it for. Right. We like pit bulls. You see a pit bull, they got their ring, they got their judge, and they got the crowd around them to send them out there to kill each other. That's the same way with us.
What began as a rivalry has now become a matter of legacy. Crawford is ready to claim the throne by force if necessary.
When you look at my career, I paved my own way. I didn't piggyback off of any fighter. I fought my way up to the top. When you look at, any fighter, from Floyd Mayweather to any of them, when Floyd fought De La Hoya, that was a whole big thing. Floyd was the B-side, and, he beat De La Hoya, and then he started rising to the top.
Crawford's recent victory over Canelo Alvarez was more than just a win. He entered as the underdog and exited as a master, having conquered yet another division. The fight itself was a display of elite boxing, precise, ruthless, and unforgettable.
Yeah, we're working.
Yeah,
On a holiday where I blow a lot. Getting in. Let's get it. Honor the greats, do what we got to do.
Did you watch the Terrence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, talk about slick. Oh my goodness. Who's ever done that? Who's ever jumped up 2 weight classes like that? It's crazy.
Scary.
He's so clever. And it got to the point where he got so comfortable, he's like pit-patting him and then underground. Like, what? And you're like, you're watching, like, this is amazing.
Like, that's history, obviously. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to fight at that weight for the first time ever.
Against one of the greatest
greatest of all time. And do what you did. You're beyond an outlier. You're an anomaly.
But the most dramatic moment came after the fight, not in the ring, but at the post-fight press conference. A battered Canelo sat before the press. The room fell silent, with one unexpected sentence. He did the unthinkable. He questioned the legend.
Because I think Floyd at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter, but in those kind of matchups, I think defense usually beats the offense.
At one particular time, I did talk about, I did say Terrence Crawford.
Okay.
Now, but what are we rating these fighters on? What are we rating these fighters on?
Floyd Mayweather's eyeball test.
That works.
You're eyeballing these guys. You watch Terrence Crawford. You know why he has his problem getting the other welterweights in the ring with him.
Debate erupted instantly. Fans, analysts, and fellow fighters flooded social media. The big question is Crawford's aggressive switch-hitting style truly superior to Mayweather's iconic defense?
Floyd Mayweather never disabused himself of the understanding that he was a more of a backup counterpuncher than a go-forward counterpuncher, regardless of what he did to Diego Corrales, and that's a different kind of approach and effect than what Crawford achieved the other night. So
this public challenge surely reached the man known for perfection himself, but his initial response, strangely composed.
Just put on the show. One thing about me, I've heard it all. When I say heard it all, I mean, been around the world, competed against the best. When you talk about the Olympics, I competed against the best. Whether it was the world champion in the Olympics, whether it was the Cubans, I competed against the best. No matter Mexico, the pedigree of the Mexico boxing is truly unbelievable. But I competed against the best. My Uncle Roger Mayweather, you talk about Julio Cesar Chavez, he's an unbelievable fighter. My Uncle Roger fought him twice. He came up short, but he fought him twice. And it's always about competing and going up against the best. So Saturday, it is what it is. I'm Floyd Mayweather. I've already faced it.
When asked about Crawford's win over Canelo, Floyd Mayweather offered a clipped response. It's good for boxing, exciting. The better man won. He dodged questions about whether Canelo, at 35, was past his prime, replying simply, I don't know. Boxing takes a toll. Classic Mayweather controlling the conversation while pretending to stay above it.
Here's why I say that. Bud is extremely skilled, right? Yet not as skilled as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather made people look foolish, right? And so if I had to say who's the greatest I've seen, and Bud said it right, the best of an era and the best of an era, it's Floyd. But when I watched Bud against Canelo, there was this extreme skill on display, and there was a level of crazy that's different. There was a level of, and Floyd's extremely tough. Go back to Shane Mosley and the 2 punches he landed early in the fight and the way that he embarrassed him. I'm not saying that Floyd's not tough. Floyd's not a bad man. But there was domination inside that ring we saw this weekend.
He added that Terrence Crawford has proven his own greatness by convincingly beating top fighters like Errol Spence and Canelo, highlighting both his courage and elite-level skills.
No fear in him in the way that he's attacked, gaining notoriety. Bud's been the baddest man for 12 years, but no one gave him credit because he didn't go tell you he was the baddest man. He didn't market that. He just went out and fought and beat people and knocked people out. So he had to move up and take the bigger fights and the better fights. And he was Errol Spence. We realized just how great he was. Canelo cemented him on what is the two-headed monster that marks the greatest of the 2000s. Floyd Mayweather is on that, and Bud Crawford is right next to him. I don't think we have to pick on who's better. I think they both dominated their eras.
Even years after retiring in 2017, Mayweather remains a mysterious presence in the boxing world.
Who do you think are the top 5 boxers?
Of all time. There's no disrespect to Floyd. I love Floyd.
No, I feel like...
How am I going to put down a person as the greatest person in the world that I competed against and felt that the world felt that if anything, it could have been a loss. I mean, he knew going toe-to-toe with me early that was career suicide. He like, I'm not going toe-to-toe with this. Floyd's not on my list.
Okay, so had you not fought Floyd...
I'm pretty sure I'm not on his list either. I'm pretty sure. Right, but I'm just saying, like, as I'm a kid from boxing, I came in the same era with Floyd, so he wouldn't be my idol. The people that I name are legends. These are people that I idolize, that paved the way for myself. Mike Tyson's career was phenomenal. Pernell Whitaker's career was phenomenal. Marvin Hagler's career was phenomenal. Sugar Ray Robinson's career is, come on, man. Like, yeah, Floyd is great. He's just not one of my top 5 favorites.
His name keeps surfacing whether it's a hyped exhibition bout with legends like Mike Tyson, a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, or a public appearance that ignites rumors. He's a phantom, yet his shadow still looms large over the sport.